social, fourth one is the technological on society. This is what I am comfortable with all the things. Just please start. So this part has already been completed yesterday. Social. Society simply means group of people that is around where business activities is taking place and how their decision is affected by them. Okay. You complete this formula. Economical, political, social and technological. This is what today's topic. Please, people come and this make this table appear. Up till now in whole teaching practice of 17-18 years I didn't sit on the chair. So, yesterday I said that business is economic activity. Economical means what? Yesterday I have given that whenever you study economics, all the activities of production, distribution, exchange, consumption and public finance. And it is done for what? For satisfying human wants. Okay. Now, what are the components of the economic environment and how a marketer or businessman must know it before starting their business operation? So, what comes in your mind when you talk about the economy? Economy means it is related one side is the resources and other side is the human wants. How effectively and efficiently you are utilizing these resources to create something that is able to satisfy the human wants. It is studied in economics. But if you want to study the economic environment of a country, then you have to study so many things. So please write down one by one. First one is what? Economic structure. Second one is the economic sectors. Third one is the economic conditions. Fourth one is the economic policies. Fifth one is the structure, sector, condition, policies and economic. It will come in my mind sometime after. Economic structure. What comes in your mind when you talk about the structure? Structure means arrangement. So arrangement of what? How resources are utilized. And structure defines what? Arrangement. Arrangement means every person who are in structuring something, that means either taking part as a procurement, processing or distribution, ultimately is getting its benefit by satisfying human wants or not. So there are the four components of the economy. First, as you know, is the producer, that is firm. Another one is consumer. There must be some regulator, that means government, and another one is the financial institution. These are the four key structural arrangement of the economy where wheel of economy moves. If they are working properly, it means what? Human beings are getting what they want from this structural arrangement. You know that India is having a economic problem of what? biggest problem in the Indian economy is what? Unequal distribution of income and wealth. So it is the role of whom? The government. And why is there inequality? Because proper utilization of resources is not being made. Some of them are capable enough to generate more as compared with their wants. So what they are doing, they are making other person deprived of those things which are essentially needed. So government plays its role for the business four types. There are four ways through which government intervenes in any economy. Firstly, as a planner, planning role. Second one is the regulator, regulatory role. Third one is the promoter, promotory role. And fourth one is the entrepreneurial role. And this is what I think that you people are well acquainted. Isn't it? No. These are the four things which are called as the structure of the economy. And in this structure, everyone is arranged in a particular position, and there you have to play some role. What is the role of government towards the economy? That government is planner, government is regulator, government is promoter, and government is entrepreneur. When I am saying government is an entrepreneur, what does it mean? Huh? Entrepreneurship is a French word which means to interpret. Interpret means to initiate. So you have not seen when a new government comes, he initiates the various activities which are ultimately for the human welfare. So who has taken the initiative? The government. So government is not only playing the role of the planner but entrepreneur means bring something new. And objective was simple: economic health, economic study. I told that all the economic activity ultimately ends with the satisfying human wants. And if you are satisfied with this what? You achieve the economic health, happiness, and third one is the comfort. This is what objective of all the kind of economic activity that is taking place. So it is the role of government. Now what is the role of this firm? Firm is considered as the economic unit where some inputs are transformed by adding value. Those values will satisfy the human wants. So, firm means what? It is the economic unit. And where and which kind of industry that should be allowed. It is ruled by whom? It is by the government. So, structural adjustment simply means government decides that which kind of firm, that is group of firm, which particular industry should be promoted. Financial institution, you know it that the large function of the large economic activities in the economic is public finance. And finance is related with the procurement and utilization of funds for maximizing the wealth. So these financial activities not only done by the government, there are various financial institutions which are specially constituted for the welfare of the people through different roles that they play. You know that there are the development banks, there are the cooperative banks, there are the rural banks, and there are the small sector banks which grant small loans. So a structure would be, economic structure would be developed only when these component works properly. Last one is the consumers. You know that economic function starts with the production and ends with the consumption. And consumption is related with what? Consumption is related with the income that you procure. And income comes from the economic activity. More and more economic activity, ultimately people are taking part into it. Then only they earn their livelihood. More and more income that they procure, more and more consumption or not. More and more consumption, more and more production. And that is how the whole economy moves towards the development, that is everyone gets what they desire to get, as in to maintain the standard of life. So consumer will be the customer, and customers will be is a part of human resource. and these resources are used here into the industrial account. So, for a wheel to move, a torque must be generated, that means force into opposite side. So, when more and more people will indulge into the industrial activity or economic activity or business activity, what would happen? More and more employment. More and more employment means more and more income. You know that there are so many ways under, and they are treated as a burden in the economy. Why it is so? Because from where this finance is arranged, it is the sovereignty of any country to publish the currency, whatever it wants. But there is always a scale in between inflation and deflation. So currencies should be made available only as per the GDP. Whatever is produced within a year, you have that particular part of money to exchange it. If this disturbance comes, this balance comes, what would happen? Society fails only two conditions, inflation or deflation. And that is why this DA is given based upon the wholesale price index and retail price index. It means what? A consumer would be a employee. An employer will earn his income. How his income would increase so that it helps in the financial institution. Yes. So how saving comes? Your income is in two parts. Disposable income plus discretionary income. Disposable income and discretionary income. Whatever you earn, you spend in two things. Disposable income and discretionary. Disposable income means what? That part of income which you have to spend just to make yourself survive. That means you have to spend upon making your food, and electricity, medical, education, transportation, communication. And after that, if you have some money left, that is known as the discretionary income. Now this discretionary income promotes the economy in two ways. First, either you purchase the luxuries, either you save it. Saving is our two kind, investment and these are fixed assets. When this investment comes, what happens? That this money ultimately comes to the industry again, financial industry. Nowadays we have seen that more than 5,000 mutual fund companies are operating in India. So they are taking small deposits from the people and insert it into the industry. Again in the industry various inputs, processing and distribution activities is there, more and more employment is there. It is known as the currency, how currency flows in the economy. More flow, that means more development. So this is what all about the economic structure. Now what is economic sectors? Economic sectors? From which sector a particular utility is generated. Earlier in the books there were given only three sectors, but now very important sector comes, that is the quaternary sector. What are those? Primary, secondary, tertiary, and fourth one is the very important quaternary. Primary sector is what? Whether you make your research in any area of the business or economy, these are the basic things which every person must do. And if you just study newspaper, there in every newspaper there is a column for industry, 7 or 8 pages. And if you were aware about the various, say, terms that are used here, you will find here for a common person also. that our economy is moving towards the growth, but this particular sector is not showing any sign of growth. So what are the reason behind it? So sector means every economic activity requires resources, from which resources you are generating value. So primary means agriculture, mining, fishing, these are the primary sectors. Secondary means manufacturing sector. Mining is a primary sector, but making iron and steel or aluminum is a secondary sector. Why?
It derives its products from others.
If you are making, say, sugar, so it is what? Primary sector or secondary sector activity?
Secondary. Input from others.
They get input from the primary sector. So growing cane in maximum number, it is a primary sector, and it is not necessary that every cane is extracted in the form of the sugar. There are various other industries based upon the cane also. Your 90% paper comes from the bagasse, which is extracted out from the extraction of juice from the cane. So these are the sectors which provide the input, like agriculture or say dairy is a primary sector. But from the dairy, when you come to the secondary sector, you make butter. And now this butter is made by the various procedure which can be retained for a longer period of time. That is why it is said that processing industry should be in boom. Processing means one thing is converted into other. And by this process, value is created as well as time can be managed. Nowadays, you know that milk is available every time, 24 hours, 7 days. So it is due to processing or not? That is the secondary sector. Tertiary means service sector. Now what is quaternary sector?
Sir, related to information and technological ICTs specifically.
Tertiary sector means services. So I am in the tertiary sector or not? I am getting my livelihood by providing my services in the form of imparting education to you. Okay. If by this particular endeavor I create something which will be used, although I am a teacher, my work is what? Is confined to only teach to the student, no teacher. But if I am a teacher, I am not having a student, I write two books, which is having its importance among the competitive exams. So I have created something which will be used by the others in the service sector. Like software industry is what? It comes from the human intelligence. So it would be used only by the tertiary sector. What is the use of that particular software if you are not able to develop some other applications from it? So quaternary sector means it is a sector that comes from the human intelligence which will be used by the other services. Like you know that you go into the bank and all the banking operations are being done by the Finacle. Finacle is developed by whom? Our Indian company Infosys. So by their intelligence they have developed something which is used in the tertiary sector. That is quaternary sector. Nowadays this particular sector is going in a very massive because it is not a manufacturing which is done by the resources. It is something which is done only by the human intelligence. These are the sectors. Now economic condition. Condition means what? Nowadays we are feeling the cold conditions. In summer we will feel a hot condition. But what comes to your mind about the economic condition? Economic simply means creating and exchanging value. So this creation and exchange is not harmonious in all parts of the world. Someone is creating more than its demand and someone is deprived from it. So what is the parameter? There are only two parameters which decide the economic condition. First is the GDP and second is the per capita income. You know India is one of the largest producer of majority of the things in the world. but due to the heavy load of population, per capita income is not so high, so that majority of people will utilize all those essential things which must be utilized as a standard or say quality of life. Majority of people in the India deprive of those essential things which are supposed that they are the those necessities which must be purchased by the every person. You know, there are so many standards set in the society that how many consumption of electricity per unit, hospital facility per unit per 1,000 persons, and the policing facility per 1,000 persons. So we are deprived of it because of heavy population. So this is economic condition, and all over the world, economic condition is characterized into three parts: developed nation, developing nation, and underdeveloped nation. Criteria is what? GDP and per capita income. Your income decides your consumption level, your consumption decides your production. So on the basis of which this is elaborated. Now policies are what? Economic static management. The first function of management is planning. So planning is there are two kinds: single use plan and standing plan. Single use plan is of objective, strategy, project, budget. And standing plan, the first thing is standing plan, that is one particular plan is made more than a year. That is policy. So policies are the guidelines. Policies are the guidelines which decide the course of action. Your every action leads to the accomplishment of some objective. So what action that you are making, it is predetermined. Policies set the guidelines which decide the course of action. So what are the economic policies? That means which govern the resources and how it reach to the people. Broadly, there are four policies which are studied, which is taught as economic policy. You know that one is monetary policy, another one is fiscal policy, another one is industrial policy, and last one is the export-import policy. Because every business is not working only in their economy. It is a globalized world. So it is very necessary, it is very imperative to see that what policies of the economy that you have made with the rest of the world. So just have a look. What is monetary policy?
It is given by the government. About the economic.
Monetary means what? Issuing of currency. In every country we have a uniform system. Is what? A central bank of any particular country is entitled to release the money. So money is what? Ultimately, money is a mode of exchange. Money is what? Mode of exchange. So how you decide the exchange value? Value simply means that there must be certain criteria on the basis of which you judge. Value is nothing, it is a judgmental analysis. How you judge something bad or good? How you judge something superior or inferior? What is good, what is wrong? Here exchange value means what? I have told you earlier that the action should be equal to the GDP. That means the currency that you have in circulation must be equal to your production. So you know that the economic activity requires money. The money ultimately comes from the bank. And how it circulated among the people? So there are three instruments basically through which supply and worth of money is calculated. First, you know that bank rate. CRR and SLR. Bank rate at which central bank grants the loan to the commercial. And time by time, various adjustment is made into the bank. That is known as the repo rate or reverse repo rate. But it is for a short period of time. Its time doesn't exist more than 3 months. Main instrument is bank rate. Okay. These instruments are there because fluctuation in the economy simply means affect the purchasing power, and while you purchase the goods that you produce, that means wholesale and retail price index. So if this is increasing, that is to supply the money, therefore it would be lower. And if this is making more and more abundance, then they constrict the money supply just to maintain the stability in the economy by reverse repo rate. That means the bank, if we take money, we have to pay interest. If we give another money, he will get the interest. Repo and repo rate. The main thing is the bank. CRR means cash reserve ratio. That means all the loans which are given would not be utilized until we get the direction from the RBI. That means the money that commercial bank hold. Banking operation is a simple operation, taking deposit from the people and granting loan to the industry. So the interest rate which you will receive as a small say depositor is low as compared with the loan that you take. So supply and worth of the currency is regulated by its availability. Monetary policy is only availability of money and equating its worth as compared with the economic activity. So all the money which you have taken from the RBI would not be utilized. Some part of it should be kept unutilized to the RBI. Second word is this word is slightly typical word. It means stratified liquid ratio. Stratified liquid ratio. Stratification means what? Different layers in the economy. As you know that when any housing scheme is launched by the government say authorities, there is a provision of EWS, LIG, MIG and HIG. It is a housing scheme for all, but all means what? All of them are not capable enough to purchase a plot for HIG. So equatorial distribution should be maintained, and in such manner there is a confined place for them also. Stratified liquid ratio means some of the money that a commercial bank have and they are ready to grant the loan. It should be as instruction by the RBI that there are so many sectors in the economy. That for which sector a bank is authorized to give the loan, because this is how a government control. 3 or 4 years ago you have seen that there was no bank ready to give the loan to the housing sector. Majority of the builders were say become insane that we have structured a building but no one is ready to purchase our flat. So housing sector, or auto sector, education sector, in every sector there is a control by the government that this sector should be promoted, which requires accreditation by pumping the money into it. That is stratified liquid ratio. So that means a bank do have its currency, do have its money ready to give the loans, but under the guidance of the RBI. Because RBI is known as the gatekeeper of the Indian any economy, central bank. So this is how bank control the interest rates and loan rates. Supply worth of the money that is taking place, it is all controlled by the monetary policy. You have seen that sometimes education loan say fluctuates, auto loan fluctuates, building real estate loan fluctuates, industry loan fluctuates. How they fluctuate? Who decided? Decided by the RBI or not? So this is how they made their currency or money make available to the people. Now second thing is what? One side they are giving this money, and other side they are taking this money by the fiscal policy. Fiscal policy means revenue policy. Raj Koshi. So how government of India take the money? From the taxation. You know that taxation is there are so many kinds. But in India, we have adopted the progressive taxation. Progressive taxation. And this is how is implied in the electricity rate also. If you consume more watts, the per unit rate of the electricity would be high. That means if you are earning more than the 7 lakhs, your slab would be 30%. It is known as progressive taxation. As your income increases, slab of the tax increases. So this is what fiscal policy. Monetary policy, fiscal policy, industrial policy. You know what is an industry? What comes in your mind when you talk about the industry?
Producing same type of product in corrective manner.
एक चीज और बोल दीजिए, similar or very closely substitute. That is why they are known as the ancillary industry. Okay, closely tea and coffee. This is the basic economics. So industries are of many kinds. Some of the primary sector based industry, secondary sector, tertiary sector, and quaternary sector. So while granting the industrial loan or industrial promotion, every government have to see which particular industry should be promoted. And promotion is what? Making available all those things which they require for making and distributing. Why our Indian export has grown? If I am putting an example, you will be surprised. Indian filmmaker, Indian filmmaker has made an association. Because nobody sitting into the Britain or America take your copyright and to release the movie, Hindi movies over there. So what has happened? They have made an IFA. And now through IFA, they regulate the worldwide distribution of the Indian essay movies. And this has generated a lot of improvement in the balance of payment in India. Exim policy means what? Export-import policy. So one is visible export and another one is invisible export. Balance of trade and balance of payment. I mean to say that through industrial policy, Government of India keep aside that which particular industry is required to be promoted, which certain industry should be required to be curtailed. And all this works only for one purpose, that everyone should get what they desire to get as a citizen of the country. Exim policy, export-import policy. You know that our balance of payment is always on the deficit side. Our balance of payment is always on the deficit side. And so many reasons are accountable for: structural reason, secular reason, developmental reason, cyclical reason. It simply means that it is the government endeavor to promote our export by providing those assistance which need to be given. SEZ नाम सुना है? EPZ. So why they are constituted? Why the port were developed? Why the road leading to the port were developed? In the Bazarganj you have seen there was earlier only one company, Container Corporation of India. Now there are so many multinational companies container you have seen it. Because Kanpur is a hub for exporting harnesses, leather product and various industrial, that means chemical also. Per capita income of the Kanpur people is high, more as compared to the other cities of the UP. When PDIS scheme was launched, the maximum number of people that have taken the help of the PDIS to disclose their income only by depositing 30%. Kanpur was on the top. So, Exim policy, it regulates your currency to the other currency. Because no export, no import, nobody will need your currency. So one have to promote the export and curtail the import by the various non-hedging policies. That is not nice to hear. So these are what economic policies. In the subject of marketing, economic policy, how it affects marketer. Marketer is there to offer something for exchange, and the person who exchange is the customer, and customer economic condition is derived by the activity that is made within the economy. So if more and more quaternary sector are there, more and more income that you generate, you see just like in the Hyderabad or Bangalore or those places where they are creating something by their human intelligence and they are getting huge amount of money. So money is a mode of exchange. What do you do with the exchange? Money. You make the materialistic thing purchase. So marketer must see the economic condition, economic sector and these variables and decide the purchasing power. So first thing, before marketing anything, you must know who is the customer, whether he is
Economically.
demand is what? Only two things that clarify demand. First one is the willingness, backed with the ability to purchase. This ability is sources income. And if he is not able, due to your economic activity or monetary policy, you make it temple. You have not seen in auto sector, if you want to purchase a Tata truck, there is a Tata Finance. If you want to purchase Mahindra vehicle, Mahindra Finance is there, and majority of the automobile companies through Meta Market, it is known as Meta Marketing. And marketing not only the product but all those things which are decided by customer, which is necessary to be part of the purchase. Like if you are going to purchase a car, you have to purchase the insurance, you have to purchase finance, you have to purchase the after sales service, guarantee and warranty. This is what you have to purchase. So product is not a bundle of utility, what it is said. And when a company promotes all those things, it is known as the meta marketing. So economic condition is, if government of India charges 15% interest on the auto loan, what will happen? The automobile industry would not come to the boom. To promote the automobile industry, it is necessary that the auto loans should be less. So this is how in marketing this ability to purchase is checked. This particular initiation is done by the Americans. The first time they have launched a scheme that was known as the hire and purchase. Hire and purchase. That means that people is not able to purchase today, but he would be able to purchase future. So up till now, I am purchasing on your behalf. You pay the installment, and when the installment okay, I transfer it to you. Just like my registry paper in the bank, and I have to pay interest. So it was the interest and the loan from the bank, then only I am capable enough to purchase a home. Otherwise, 10 years I had the money, and then the prices would go high. This is the economics, essential of economics, which a marketer, which a student of the management must know. The rest of economy is a particular subject which is taught by the person who has specialized in the economy. So, after economics, what was political? Now, what comes in your mind when you come to know this particular topic, particular word, politics?
The political stability, political stability and instability, which affects the business environment. Legislative rules, regulations, regulatory environment.
What is politics?
Political developments also.
You know, a new subject came into the existence just 20 years ago in Indian, say, syllabary. And it was a very scoring subject for the IAS aspirants. Political science. Science is a systematic and organized body of knowledge which directs the relation between cause and effect. Is in the politics, there is a science. If I leave this job, it will go to there because principle of gravity is there. It is established state. Science means what? First observation, then experimentation, then analysis, and then finding. If the same finding again and again comes, it becomes a principle. Principles of the statement of fundamental truth. Actually, no, you don't know about the politics. Politics is the area which governs with the people's affairs. People's affairs. In politics, what you study? You study the day-to-day activity that the people make within the society. And how it is governed. If it is a democratic system, you possess the right to elect your own government. Why in the society there is a government? Because a country is made by four things. You know? A country means what? If four things not present, there wouldn't be a country. First, that every country have a geographical boundary. Second is that every country must have its inhabitants. That means the human beings. What else? Another one is constitution. Another one is government. These four things make a particular part of the area as a country. Now, people's affair means what? Here are the resources, here are the human wants. Affair is what? Your every activity is an activity of two things, either physiological activity or economic activity. When you get rid of these two activities, then only you will get into the social activity. First, imperative action that one makes or any organization makes is what? A business is having only three objectives. First one is to survive. Second one is to grow, and third one is to prosperous. Human beings is also doing the same thing. First we learn something, and by learning we earn something, and by earning we enjoy, and at last go away. Some people after it. Otherwise would be included. Affairs means what? People relation with each other. So how the relation with each other must be decided in the society? There must be a regulator, and regulator must be possessed with the power, and all these powers come within the society or not. So political system is a system. In politics you study how within a society the public affairs are. गवर्नमेंट का मतलब दो ही चीज होता है, यकीन मान लीजिए. फर्स्ट वन इज व्हाट? प्लानिंग. सेकंड इज एक्जीक्यूटिंग. थर्ड वन इज द कंट्रोलिंग. सो गवर्नमेंट possesses these things to control our world. There are so many laws made in the Indian political system. All the laws are applied to the people or anybody else. So they are applied on the people, they are regulating the people's affairs with each other or not. So it is studied into the politics. Generally people think that politics is an activity of acquiring power. And what you will do with the power? You exercise your power to the others, so ultimately related with the people's affair or not. So people's affair and activity indulged by the people within the society to acquire power to regulate the affairs of others. It is studied into the politics. So what are the components of the political system? First one is the people, and second one is what? There is a mother book. Constitution is known as the mother book. Which particular country has made first constitution of the world? British Parliament is known as the mother of all parliament, and parler is the French word, which means the place where people decide something. अरे भाई, ग्रीक का नाम सुना आपने, एथेंस का नाम सुना आपने, सोक्रेटिस का नाम सुना है, प्लेटो का सुना है, एरिस्टोटल का सुना है. वो लोग क्या करते थे? They were the proponent of those things which decide the people relation with each other, and they were protected. Why? Because there was a king. He said, no, what I am saying it is right, and that is why he was given poison. So from there this politics comes. That's within the society how people affairs could be decided firstly by electing a government which formulates certain laws and this law regulate the activity. So first thing is what? First thing is it should be written, that means constitution. Second one is if it is a democratic system, political parties. Third one is the philosophies of the political party. And at last, laws. What else? Is the law. So it is the political system. Now, political system for the say multinational company nowadays is very profitable because government of India has opened the gate of economy in those strategic sectors which were earlier confined to the only government control. You have now seen in the arms and ammunition sector where multinationals are allowed to take part in our strategic sector. You have not seen in the earlier oil exploration sector. We were earlier having ONGC, the only firm by the government of India which can search the petroleum and make it available to the Indian oil companies. But what has happened? You have seen the SR, you have seen the... So who has made the policies? The government. So these are all studied into the political system. So which kind of government that came into existence, it is seen by all over the world, investors are all over the world, that this particular economic gate is being opened in the India, so all the companies rush towards it. Now they are making Bundelkhand as a hub place. Rajnath Singh, our defense minister, fondly said that India is not only the importer of the arms and ammunition, we have exported more than 3,200 crore rupees arms and ammunition to the rest of the world. Like you have seen there with the help of the Russia in Amethi, they are going to make AK-57 or AK-56. Why it is so? Because if some company will be allowed to take part in our economy, it will be beneficial or not. They provide the employment and they provided access to the government. Because what are the resources we are having? We do not possess three things. First one is the human capabilities. That is in management terms it is known as the management expertise. We do not have. Second one is what? The technology. And third one is finance. If you are lacking it, then how you use your land? This is political. And legal. Legal means law. You know, a law is made or law is enacted. Huh? Law is enacted in Indian political system where laws are made. Huh? Some law for the central is made in the parliament and some laws made in the state assemblies. Okay. How a law is made? This is what you are doing in the daily newspaper. Then firstly, a resolution in the form of the bill that has been submitted in that particular floor for discussion. After that, if there is two houses, in all the states there are not two houses. Then go to the Rajyapal. Here after two houses go to the president and it become a law. Political system, why decided that some of the sectors should be made by the central government, some of the by state government? Indian constitution is known as the bag of arrows. भारतीय संविधान क्या है? उधार का थैला. More than 18 countries from which we have taken something to frame our 395 articles and 10 schedules. So what is the problem in it? If you have not discovered something, it doesn't mean that you are not able to use it. We have not discovered electricity, but we are using it or not, and it is making our life comfortable or not.
सर तो कंडीशन नहीं था कंडीशन नहीं था
नहीं, it was taken by the Ireland directive principle. They direct in the constitution that on which issue central or state is entitled to make the law. And law is what? Law is having only two things. First, if you are abiding by the law, your conduct would be treated as a society. Because the law is indivisible affair. And if you are not abiding by the law, there will be the case of penalty. So what kind of legal system that helps the market? regulator which promotes something. You know that nowadays, after FDA was the Food and Drug Administration made first time into the America. Now we had adopted the Food and Drug practices here into the India. You have not seen, like the vegetarian food should be marked with the blue or non-vegetarian should be the red. FSSAI नहीं पढ़ा आपने? हाँ? Food Safety and Standard Institution of India. Now its role is increasing every day or not? So what kind of law system, how it helps or how it curtails or prevents the business activity? This is legal system. What else? So you have studied the economic, social, political, legal. What else? पढ़ लीजिए टेक्नोलॉजी में। हाँ पढ़ लीजिए। You know that some words are conjoined words. That means you cannot explain prefix or suffix word, that is adjective prefix. That what word that comes in your mind without which you cannot explain technology. Science. Without science, is there any technology? No. So these are two conjoined words. Science means that defines the relation between cause and effect. Technology is what? Application of scientific principle in creating utility. That is technology. One line definition. And you can see variety of examples in this regard. You know that if anything moves, for movement, force into opposite direction, torque, Fleming left hand rule, if you have studied in your intermediate classes. That if you design a magnetic field in such a way where current is passed, a torque generates. And it will start the principle of motion as a motor. Okay? Now, with the same motor, you are running your mixie. With the same motor, this fan is operating. With the same motor, this metro is running. With the same motor, you pump the water from a submersible. So these are the different technology or not? Science is the same. Technology is different. So every technology gives birth to a particular utility. So technology is nothing but application of scientific principle in creating utilities. This is technology. Now technological involvement. Majority of international companies are utilizing its bigger market share on the basis of three things. Technology is one of them or not? Technology. That means with the same electron that passes from one area to another by the application of the voltage, a particular wave is generated. And wave nature of electron have given the birth of electronics. Your mobile is what? Electronics equipment. Works on the principle of the wave. In 1936, Hugo de Vries was awarded Nobel Prize for a one-page this analysis. And from that day, the whole world gets changed. So, on the basis of the technological development, multinational companies are utilizing bigger market share in less developed country on the basis of the technology. You know from where technology comes. Who give birth to the technology? ये सब सुना? Research and development. Technology comes from, and who give birth to the research and technology? Educational institution. Because through education, what you are doing? You are making human brain more competent. More competent. It is said or not that he is an IIT graduate. It means what? His learning is more proper as compared with the others. Although the syllabus of the IIT and our engineering college is the same. Syllabus decided by the AICTE, the same subject. I am teaching the same subject is taught into the IMs, but the way you are learning is different. So, if human capabilities have to be increased, it's only increased by the education. And through education, people into the R&D, and through R&D, technology comes. So, what kind of technological level they are present in a country on the basis of which a marketer decides its potential to get a particular market share. So, there are 4 levels in the technology. First one is the operative level. Second one is the adaptive level. Third one is the imitative level. And fourth one is the innovative level. There are only 4 levels. Nakal.
Imitating.
हाँ imitate कर लेना. We are master in it. You know who has discovered this fountain pen? It was discovered by the British Sir Waterman. Waterman has developed the fountain pen with the ink, with a particular name. Now it is nowhere in the market. Why? Due to the convenience. Now this 1 rupees pen is made automatically. When I was a student in 78, you know there are 2 pen companies in Kanpur city which was having such a share that every person is having the same pen. One is Genius, another one is Goel. आप देखिए 80 के दशक में हर आदमी के पास कानपुर में या तो जीनियस पेन होता था या and the first multinational company which come into India for selling pen were announced 040045. After that ये तो है और क्या after that यहाँ से आप बात तो क्या बोलोगे now on the operating level what happened then everyone knows the kind of machine that you require and what are the resources that you require to make a painting. Even Kotharis, they have treated government of India that they have made a road to make paint. And for making that particular amount of paint, they require only 2 crore rupees, but they have taken 330 crore rupees. In the name of providing employment by structuring this building, now this father and son in the Kanpur jail. My good friend used to say to them, he is a doctor, when he was his duty is charged into the Kanpur jail, he has seen so many times. Operative level is what? If something is in the practice or majority of the operational unit, is there any need of any say new technology to come? This particular structure can be studied very effectively when you compare it with the pharma sector. Because that pharmacy doesn't work until unless something new, innovation that comes from the human brain. And what happened that Pfizer-BioNTech model was all over out from the world within a week because the better drugs by the haste come into the market. So operating level is what are the level of operation that is going in a country. If you are going to bring something new, then only you will have the potential to tap the market, otherwise it would be of no use. Like construction of building, you have seen. So what kind of technology that we are using? So very simple technology, structuring by the more and more human resources. When the same structure was being done in America, despite of structuring these pillars for supporting the roof, they were handling a lift, and only for 2 days that they would be able to install that roof. And this is how within a month they structure 400 floors building. Here, just see. Operative level. Second one is adaptive level. Adaptive means what? Some of the technology that you have taken, slowly and slowly it is being adopted, and it is being practiced in such a way that if you want to bring something new, then only you can be able to tap into. Lot of examples that can be cited in the FMCG sector. When we are having a practice of eating tomato the chips, preparing at the time of Holi. But now the same chips is marketed due to the technology or not? Because if you simply tear a pack of 5 rupees chips packet, you will find a vacuum over there. And that vacuum is filled with the inert gases. That means 100% what? Insulated. Your, say, humidity and any other thing can't pass through that particular plastic. And inert gas is there. It makes your food now. So earlier it was infused by the feudalist in India. Now it is being used by the Rashtriya. Everyone got it by imitation. Last one is the innovative. That's something new that is created by the human brains that have the potential to trap market share all over the world. So by making business, you have to see that what kind of technology that is being used in the economy, and then only it helps in assessing the market share. More thing related to the technology is what? Cost, appropriateness, dependence and obsolescence. These 4 criteria are also there. That if you inviting some technology for application in the economic activity, what cost that you are ready to pay. You know? Second one is what? Appropriateness. Appropriate is for a particular class of society or appropriate for the masses. Because all the decision related with the transfer of things would be taken ultimately by the government, and government works on the basis of people's welfare. If you want to import certain luxury item from the West, its tax would be very high. But if you want to import a PET scan machine or CT scan machine, then the tax would be very low because it is for the utilities. So cost, appropriateness, dependence, whether your economy require it or not. Like arms and ammunition, the strategic sector, we do have the advantage of purchasing the world's latest technology product. In aviation, like Rafale, up till now Rafale do not have any competitor in the market. And their production is not so that they commercialize it to everyone. Whenever any agreement is made with the celebrity for endorsing it into the advertisement, it should be time bound. Every contract is a time bound. So if India has signed a treaty that you will provide one squadron more than 32 Rafales, so during that period of 5 years or 10 years, you cannot sign a treaty with any other nation to provide it. Otherwise, what would happen? You have the Rafale, I have the Rafale, so there is no distinctiveness. So cost, appropriateness, dependence, and at last obsolescence. That every technology have to come to end because technology replaces technology. It is a theory given by the Edwin Toffler. Every technology is replaced by the superior technology. So technology is having a time period. After that, it obsolescence. So I think this is what according to first unit: political, social, legal, economical and technology. That's all.